Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel. Please give me your thumbs up and your comments. And if you would, please share my videos out. It would help me tremendously. Y'all, if you would, check out my links in the description box below. It might be something there you would like to have. Okay. The former FDA commissioner thinks November will be a big turning point in the number of COVID cases. And he's predicting around Thanksgiving will be the big point. And he's also thinking that December will be our worst month yet for COVID cases. Europe said that they would never lock down again. But now COVID has gotten so bad over there that most European countries are now locked down once again. The trend of what's happening over there normally makes its way over here soon after. So this is what we got to look forward to. A potentially another lockdown. And we have some states already talking about a lockdown. And y'all, this is just me thinking out loud. I have not heard anybody else say anything about this. Elections is just 2 days away. What a way to rig the election at the last possible minute. Lock the country down again. I wouldn't hold anything past them. Europe is given more stimulus now that they are locked down. And some suggest that if we get locked down again, we'll be more likely to get stimulus. So many countries has been passing out stimulus checks ever since day one, and they're still passing out stimulus checks. And now that some countries are locked down, they're giving out even more. So do you think a lockdown will force stimulus checks in the United States? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. But I'm going to tell you what I think about it right now. I don't think it will force stimulus checks, because if it did, that would prove that our lawmakers actually care about the American people. And we all know now they don't. But leave your thoughts anyway. I would love to hear what you're thinking. The Pope has come out and criticized people for not following COVID restrictions. But they are all complaining about the COVID restrictions. On Friday, COVID cases was at 99,155, and this is new cases for Friday only. On Saturday, new cases reached 84,285. That's new cases. New cases is up in 41 of our states. This is even more a telltale sign that a lockdown is coming. Y'all, I can see us headed for a new lockdown. And I pray that I am wrong. But until people start wearing a mask and staying 6 feet apart, we will have that threat of a lockdown. And we will never get past COVID. Y'all, it's very easy to do. Just put on a mask. It's so easy. And some people says that they got medical conditions and they can't breathe with a mask. That has been debunked by many physicians. It's just a way not to wear a mask. Sure, it does. I can breathe a lot better without it, but I can still breathe just fine with it. Donald Trump has said he will not lock down the country again. But then on the other hand, Joe Biden is in favor of a mandatory lockdown. Now this is something to think about. With everything that we have seen that the president does not have the power to do, we must ask the question, can he stop a mandatory lockdown? It's just something to think about. Y'all, the time is finally here to vote them all out of office and take our country back. We need to take our country back and make it great again. All the months of finger pointing and kicking the can down the road may be about over. It's up to us on Election Day. Both sides has been saying a big stimulus check right after the elections. You believe them, don't you? Trump said a stimulus check right after the election. Biden has said a stimulus check right after the first of the year. I remember hearing the same old song and dance millions of times. And still, we have nothing. But other countries, they've been getting stimulus checks ever since day one. And America is the best country in the world. But we can't help our own people. Y'all, get out and vote. I'm going to keep saying this over and over until the elections is over. Get out and vote. If you don't vote, you don't have a voice. And if you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain. It's your duty as an American to get out and vote. If you don't vote, something don't go your way, just take it. Remember, when you go to the polls, President Trump has promised executive orders to send out stimulus checks. Have you got it yet? The Mooch man set on a stimulus package that would help the American people for months. Have you got a stimulus check yet? The problem solvers came running into town to save the day. They was going to fix everything. Have you got a stimulus check yet? Larry Kudlow is so worried about the stock market. Can you afford to play in the stock market? Steve Mnuchin has been being a nice guy to Nancy Pelosi, trying to make her get her own way. Has it worked yet? Nancy Pelosi has blocked everything that has been sent to her. She says nothing is better than some. A hungry child going to bed without supper tonight does not understand that. But then Nancy Pelosi would never have to worry about that because she's a millionaire living on our tax money. If we go through another lockdown, more people will lose their jobs. More people will lose their homes, their cars, and they will not have food to put on the table. And more people will fall into depression and lose their lives. Do we really want that? Remember all these things when you go to the voting poll. And before you go to the voting poll, Get down on your knees. Ask Jesus Christ to guide you to make the right choice at the voting poll. And please say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our leaders to soften their hearts and to give them the wisdom and the compassion to do the right things. Also, please pray for our people that's been touched by COVID. Please pray for people that's been hurt by the actions of our government. Also, I got an email today from a man. His name is John Lutz. He has just lost his wife, and he's having a very hard time. He's asking for prayers. So when you say your prayers, say a prayer for Mr. Lutz, that God will show him comfort in this difficult time. I can't fathom what that man is going through. Y'all, please watch the video that's popping up here now. And just know I love you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave your thumbs up and leave your comments. And come back at 12 noon. I'm going to have something else for you. I love you all. Ciao.